Welcome to Kitchen Table Talk with Jacqui Dobens. I'm Jacqui Dobens, and we're here with Oscar Babb, who is the owner and operator of Yolk Cafe Temecula and La Quinta. So thank you so much for coming with your busy schedule and meeting with us today.
My pleasure.
It was so
Thank
cool.
you for having me.
You're welcome, Oski. It was so cool because you were here for the grand opening, and you shared so much about your philosophy as far as building a team. And I wanted to talk a little more about the food.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Because I really love your food. I know that it's super fresh, and you have such a high standard of excellence. And I don't think that everybody really knows locally what you guys really have to offer. They think you're like everybody else, and you're so not.
Well, we try to stand different from everybody else. I mean, we actually like to have competition because it keeps us sharp. It keeps us on our feet, and we keep, I guess, each other.
Right.
You know, providing the community with good food and good deals. But definitely, I mean, we try to stand ourselves different than anybody else, having different deals, different food, and different kind of things for our local folks.
Well, let's jump right into the deals, because even just yesterday I had, for the first time, this crispy kale salad, and I think, gosh, what was it, like $6? And I got a cup of the tomato soup. It was so yummy, and I just sat there when I went. I kept looking at the bill, even though I'd seen the little specials that you have. I kept looking at the little bill, and I kept thinking, is this right? Is this possible? Because when you think about going through like a drive-through and how much that ends up costing you, and this is completely fresh. And I mean, beyond a great bargain. It said it was a lunch portion, but I ended up getting 2.5 meals from it, so I don't even know how you guys pull that off.
Well, we pull it off by working with certified local vendors. That they don't have to travel so far, that they don't have to put in huge trucks so much diesel, and to bring it, like, for example, from LA or from San Diego or places like that. We have local Riverside, pretty close to right in the 10, certified food vendors that are able to give us good prices, because, I mean, definitely we do a good volume, but they are able to source locally as well, so they get good deals as well.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good, and I'm glad you said that, because we definitely put a big effort in trying to be competitive, and we're not by any means fast food, but we definitely can be competitive with them, because at the end of the day, our average ticket cost per person in our restaurant is around $11 to $12.
Right.
So that could be a full meal, and you eating here, we don't have small meals.
No, huge portions.
But we're known for ample portions and ample serving. I mean, just our sodas are 32 ounces.
Wow.
There's no little cup.
Right.
I've even heard a couple moms saying, no, I'm sorry, we didn't order the adult burger. No, I'm sorry, that's the kid burger.
Oh, wow,
so
that's cool.
It's funny, but definitely we try to be there and competitive. And if you think about it, if you've gone, I mean, the most expensive item in my menu is $12.
Wow.
With steak, and everything is good quality. And if you go to a drive-through and you get a couple of items that you will need, they start around $6 to $7 for a combo, and you are in your car.
Right.
You are in a clean, spacious restaurant served by our
amazing staff. Amazing, friendly staff.
So I think that keeps us, you know, in a pretty good level with all our competitors that, you know, offer what it is fast food.
Right. And what's great is that you guys don't dial it in. You change your menu. And speaking of a changed menu, I know that right now it's at print, but you're keeping one of the menus. I think I almost begged and twisted your arm, which is that salad, the staycation, the salad.
Staycation
oh
salad,
my gosh, it's so yummy. I mean, I have to share the story about, we went to the Myriad Chamber of Commerce meeting, and it was held at Truax in Old Town Temecula. And so I didn't know that Aaron was going to be there, that Broken Yolk was serving. So I get out to the patio, I pass all the pasta and all the other kind of stuff, and I get out there and I see my people, I see Aaron. And he's there with the very berry salad, and they're in those little red and white little checkered little thingies. And he had the very berry salad, and he had the staycation, and I become so obsessed with this thing that I had one of my girlfriends here And I said, could you just kind of slide me another salad? And I said, just kind of sit it there, and then when I'm ready, I'll go and get it. And we kind of kept it on the DL, but I kept coming back for more and more salad. So that's how much a fan I am of it. And that's on a special menu, and that's what I like. You guys have special menus that are seasonal, which is how and why we know that everything is fresh.
Yeah, definitely. We try to keep with the seasonal trends of fruits and vegetables and everything that goes around. We just put aside our summer menu, Labor Day, the last day of summer officially, and we're going to go into our fall menu. And in this fall menu, we just made our homemade focaccia bread.
Wow.
That we made in-house, and we're gonna have that staycation salad, and we have all other favorite items of our customers, like our apple walnut salad is coming back because
that's a good
popular
one.
than
Yeah, that's a good one.
And we're gonna keep it affordable and in a good price range for all our folks to come and enjoy it.
And we appreciate that about you, Jacqui.
Sure
That you make it so we can come back as frequently as we want to.
Yes, that sounds great.
That's awesome. So talk about your breakfast specials, because they are served daily from 6 to 9.
From 6 to 9, our business hours from 6 to 3 every day of the year we're open, but from 6 to 9 we have what we call the early bird specials, and those are $5.49, and you can come and get in Monday to Friday. They are the same big portion or ample portion that we do serve, and you get toast, a side, some eggs, and we have a minute steak in there.
Wow.
And we have just daily.
Wow.
So people can come and enjoy them.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And then you have the lunch specials that you have that throughout the day that's available, correct?
All day long we have, in our restaurant we serve breakfast and lunch all day.
Right.
So they can come and have those lunch specials any time of the day. Any time of the day, Monday to Friday.
And they're great portions, which is what I love. And the value, I mean, literally when I look at the ticket, the check, I'm always saying to myself, did they give me the Jacqui special? I'm always thinking they gave me then I realize, no, that's for everybody. I mean, even though I am a little special, look, but yeah, that's
for
very
special.
I wanted to talk about something that you and I collaborated on, which is the lunchbox. And we alluded to that when we talked at the grand opening. And what I don't know, that I don't even know how many people really know that you guys have that.
Well, it's as you said, something that you collaborated on making, and we've been trying to work the perfect item under quote, if you want to call it, but the perfect items that can go in there. So it will be really nice for you to come and just pick up a lunch box that has a beverage in there, a small beverage and a meal that you can just have. So it's we're trying to perfect it. We're trying to, there's a lot that goes on. Sometimes it seems really easy, but there's a lot that goes on in a restaurant these days. You have to put it through your computer system for it to go to the kitchen properly and exactly what you have. And if you don't like a certain item, or you have a dietary preference, saying I don't prefer avocados, for example, and we got to make sure that relates properly to the kitchen into this box, so our team that's in the kitchen can properly do all these things. So it does take time. We're also about to do our online ordering.
Nice.
So that platform,
that's great.
It's a lot of numbers.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, a lot of things that go through, but definitely these lunch boxes we would like to promote and have for the folks that say, hey, I think I want to be nice to everybody in the office.
Yes.
And I'll bring everybody lunch.
Exactly.
So that's a great idea. I'm very happy that you were part of that and helped us with it.
Well, what I love though is you guys should have seen it. It was so, oh my gosh. It was so Jimmy rigged when I came in with the box, and he's looking, because I had the box, and then I had like a construction paper little thing, just what the label could look like. But I loved that you just took out your phone, made sure, got the dimensions, and sent it right over to your supplier to see if that was available. And then you had the guys run and get the measuring tape to get the dimensions correct. And it encouraged me that I wasn't, I mean, because we know I'm a little special, but I wasn't so far out there that you could still see the concept. So now, every time I send you something, I don't know if you've noticed, I put for concept purposes only, so that you know I really don't intend for it to look like who I am.
Well, yeah, it was fun. It was a little box that you brought that day, and I thought, well, we need to work on that.
Right. But it's great because that was what I was able to utilize when speaking about taking Lunch, Learn, Connect over to Murrieta Chamber of Commerce. I had shared with Patrick, the president there, I said that we're a package deal. I said, so the only way I'm going to come is if Broken Yolk is able to provide the food. So then I thought, oh wait, they don't do that. So let me make it easier. So that's how that all happened.
Let's
and it just, yeah, it's what you've done with it is beyond. I mean, with the labeling and the inserts, and then all of the attendees that come to the Murrieta Chamber get a buy one, get one free coupon. And they love that. Everyone gets to come back, and it's better than a buy one get one half, and because you see those frequently, but you don't typically see the buy one get one free. And so I just thank you for indulging my cuckoo.
Thank you. No, thank you. We're thankful that you brought that to us, and it's a great thing that we're hoping that is going to allow our catering.
Yes, well,
soon.
what I would love is just for people to see this and hear this, and then say, oh my gosh, I don't even necessarily not treating someone to lunch. I just want to enjoy maybe some family coming from LA, and instead of you cooking, you just say, you know what, I can plan it a little bit in advance, schedule your time and pick up at the time that you get your menu collaborated together, and then you can enjoy your time and not fuss around trying to make whatever dishes. It's that affordable in every budget.
If you actually think about it, if you are a family head of household and you have, let's say, a total of 4 in your family, and you decide, okay, let's go to the park, let's go to Disney, let's go to anywhere, any attraction as a family, you need to think that it's going to cost you at least a good amount of money for doing that. So you can, just give us a call. We will have whatever you need in this box, and you can take it on the road. Yeah. And if you were in our restaurant, we prepare everything fresh. So you can tell me exactly what you want. What are you going to do with it?
Right.
And if you say, I need this food to be okay for at least 2 or 3 hours, so we can go on the road.
And he does ask that, which is what's so cool.
Definitely.
I alluded to that last time, and it bears repeating, that when you're going to have an event or a function, that you collaborate with them on what day it is, and that they'll find out what the weather is, so that whatever you're thinking, if that's a good fit for that day. And I had never heard of that.
Yeah, it's really important to me. We look. I try to cover every single one of the bases that is to cover. I try to look at the weather. I try to look at what area is your event at, and what kind of environment is in it, because it's crucial for me to create that instant moment in your head of thinking this was perfect today. And that's what I try to, I guess is my hook, if you want to say it that way, to bring it to our restaurant and say, you know what, because today was such a hot day or such a cold day, this meal was just perfect. Right. And that's what the day that you feel you're hot, you're gonna say, oh, I can go to Broken Yolk, I remember I had that thing. So we definitely like to think about every single, little thing that it can go focusing towards bringing you to our restaurant.
Well, it's like creating an experience as opposed to just kind of turning over tables.
Absolutely.
You guys don't have that turn, because I've been at places where I'm like, when they're playing the Jeopardy music and I can hear it in their head to my head that it's time for me to go, as opposed to making sure that I feel welcome and that they're giving me top-notch service. And that's what you guys are so good at and consistently good at.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, we do. There's a man that got me into our beloved Broken Yolk. His name is John G. Great man and mentor for me. And he always told me we're in the business of people. We're not in the turnover business. We're in the business of people. Wow. So I don't feel myself in the business of turning over tables. I feel in the business of creating small experiences that everybody can enjoy. So and that's one of the reasons we're open every holiday, because people have made it some sort of a tradition to have breakfast at the Broken Yolk before they go to Thanksgiving. Nice. They have breakfast at the Broken Yolk before they go to their I'm gonna say Memorial Day gathering,
Right.
whatever they're gonna do that, they made it a tradition to say, okay, let's meet there.
That's
we have
so
breakfast.
cool.
And by the way, we're happy to do the cleaning for you.
You're so funny. What do you have here? You have some flavored mimosas. We have to give them a little shine.
Yes, actually, with the season coming, the fall season, we want to introduce different flavors for our mimosas. So we have our guava mimosa. We have a pineapple mimosa, we have a peach mimosa, and we have a pomegranate and strawberry mimosa.
Oh, wow.
So these are new flavors. We'll definitely have the classics. We have orange, and we have grapefruit, and we have many other flavors. And we do crazy things.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
We get creative, and we mix a lot of
That's cool.
a lot of them, and sometimes great ideas have come from someone that comes and says, "Hey, can I go?" A little bit of each and one big one. Sure.
Wow.
And if it's good, we'll
say, oh, thank you so much for that.
Thank you for that.
Right, that's cool.
But these are new flavors that we already tried and experimented. And, like we said before, I like to keep it fresh for our customers.
Yeah.
For every time, sometimes it gets tough to go to the same place over and over when there's the same thing over and over, right? The only thing you should see over and over should be your significant other.
Right.
That's it.
Right, exactly.
So we like to put, salt and pepper and everything.
Yeah.
So we try to do homemade bread, and then we try to do soups, and then we try to do different flavored mimosas, and then we try to bring. We're coming soon for the fall and winter. We're gonna launch our new specialty coffee. We're gonna be featuring a barista.
Ooh.
That's gonna be in our team.
Nice. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. And that person is gonna be dedicated to make your drink perfect.
Oh my word.
So we're gonna have they call it chavelas, micheladas. I still haven't found the right name.
Okay.
Because I asked every Mexican folk that I can find, and I said, so how do you call that beer that you put all this?
Yeah.
And so it's a half and half.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we're gonna try to do our best to have always different flavors, always different things, always different things in our menu that we're gonna create.
Great.
And the winter menu is gonna be fun. I'm already making it.
Oh, nice.
It's already on the making. We're gonna have a coconut French toast.
Ooh.
With Rice Krispies, and it's gonna be pretty good.
That sounds yummy.
So, I think I lost my voice.
Did you lose it? Did you guys lose it? Okay.
There we go.
Okay, great transition. So, you still have the sangrias though, right?
Definitely.
Okay.
We have a white and a red sangria. That is an award-winning sangria.
It's good.
It's made by Hoya, and I accepted it in our restaurant. We usually don't accept pre-made things in our restaurant because we like everything fresh.
Right.
But this sangria was worth it. It was worth to put in our walls, in our promotions,
That's
and
nice.
all, because it's a great product. I'm from Spain, so sangria being from there,
Yes.
kind of brought a really nice hello, how you doing?
Oh,
Good to
that's
see
cool.
you again.
Oh, that's cool.
So I really liked it. I thought it was a great product, and it's not one of these super strong liquors.
No.
It's really enjoyable.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
Very smooth.
Yeah, I tried both.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll be your taste tester of just about anything, but
Sounds
the sangria
good.
I definitely was a taste tester. Yeah, so it's really, really good. And then I wanted you to share your vision about this room that we're in.
Of course.
And how you've just really made it so amazing, not just for the business community, but also for someone that wants to have parties. And talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. We did this room in both of our locations. We have a private room, and we have tried to learn with the years what is that people like, that people enjoy, and people need in every event. So we started learning that little by little. We said, well, we need a projector. Okay, so we have to put 2 TVs in here to make sure people can see that, right? And then they say, well, I have a presentation. And then we thought, well, we need to have a computer outside. And then we had, there's a lot of people, they're not going to hear me. I need to bring a PA system. And we thought, you know what, we need a microphone to make sure that it goes through the sound system.
Right.
And then they said, yeah, but it was kind of loud. So we put sound resistant curtains in our room to have more privacy.
So awesome.
And then we were noticing that the attendees of the meeting were getting really distracted every time someone went through the hall. So there was a car in a parking lot, or there was an ambulance driving by. So there was a lot of distraction. So we thought, we need to put blinds in all the windows to make sure that they have that privacy, the attention. Because if this is your meeting, you want people to pay attention.
Absolutely.
And then we obviously have internet, but then the need of secure internet came for governmental purposes.
Sure.
There's a lot of agencies that like to meet here, so we had to have a secure line of internet, and we have a phone dedicated line, which is secure as well.
That's
it goes
great.
through that same internet. So, in this little room, you can have every possible thing that you could need to have a successful meeting. It doesn't have to be necessarily for business, but we do bridal showers, baby showers. We do, after baptism gatherings. We do, there's people that like to play bridge. We have a group of ladies. There's 30 ladies that they like to play. So they like to gather here.
Wow.
And they like Frank Sinatra.
Oh my.
So we do it. But we thought about these things from those experiences. And this room is ready to receive from 60 to 70 people.
Nice.
And it's ready also to provide anything that you could need in a business environment, but in a social environment as well. We can put the tables aside and make a dance floor. We can do all kinds of things over here.
Well, what I love too is that you have a way of allowing the business owner or the group, whatever their entity, to have their menu co-branded with you.
Absolutely. We personalize everything.
Yeah.
So when you come to our door and you say, I'm interested in your room, first of all, we don't charge a fee for the room.
Correct.
I'm not in the business of renting a space. I'm in the business of people.
Exactly.
Again. So we only charge per person, whatever the menu is that you choose. So you choose the menu items that you want us to make for you. And then we put either your company logo or the name of whoever the bridal shower is. And we put a little decoration there. And we custom make your menu with your logo. We print them all so everybody can have it. Whenever you arrive with your group, you're going to have your logo on both of our TVs. And if you have something that you want to broadcast, like pictures of whatever that could be, or a presentation or whatnot, we take care of and make sure that everything is done and customized, no matter what.
That is so unheard of. I have to share a story, and I won't say the name because everyone would know what it is. But there was a group where a restaurant that I was attempting to have events at. And I was kind of, checking them out and all that. And so I had scheduled it for the year in advance because I was just so sure and positive this was going to work out really, really well. Okay, so we get there, and all of a sudden I'm about 20 minutes in, and literally here comes this other group in the same room. Bring in their music to play their music while I'm speaking with my friends.
Wow.
Yeah, and in essence, the manager that was on board that day, in essence, told me to just kind of like deal with it, right? And I said, "Oh, that's not cute. We're not doing that." So that didn't go over too well.
I see.
Tried it again because I said, well, maybe they just had, because things happen. None of us are perfect. We all aspire to do our best. Next thing I know, go there again, and I see the guy with his stuff. I said, oh, we're not doing this again. Then they called me and they said, oh, would you reconsider? I said, no, we're done. No, we're done. I can't. And so to have had that experience, that's one of the reasons I'm so thankful and appreciative. In case people wonder why I'm so over the moon. When you've had that happen to you, where someone is telling you to meet with someone and split a room, your people are there, and then all of a sudden they're bringing in music and doing all these, cuckoo things.
Yeah.
And then they want you to just kind of roll with that program again.
It's tough.
Yeah, so then you're going to appreciate, at least in my estimation, you're going to really appreciate when you don't have to contend with that at all. So that's really where that whole I appreciate you guys, because I've already had the other side. And I think sometimes just our personalities, we don't know to be thankful and grateful until something's happened.
Of course.
So after having experienced that, and then to see the polar opposite, which is broken yoke, that's why I tell everybody before you, let me ask Oscar if there's an availability. Let me call Rosa. Let me call Aaron and see if we can do something. Because I would hate to have happen to someone else what happened to me.
Yeah, of course. And, we're being very, very fortunate, and we're very thankful. Our room is booked for a year, solid.
Yeah.
And, space is available. I suggest give us a call.
Right.
And we'll find a room for you. But, it seems that folks are reacted pretty well to it, so we're very thankful. Very, very thankful.
Well, you guys do such a great job. Even everything from having the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. That's like really unheard of. First of all, that to even have the Pledge of Allegiance, but to even have the mindset and the wherewithal to do that is pretty amazing.
Well, we learned by experience.
Right.
Each group has its own little things,
right.
And then they say, "How come you don't have a flag?" And I thought, "Get a flag."
Wow.
So
before we leave today, what would you want someone that's either watching this or listening, what would you want them to walk away with today, come into an experience Broken Yolk?
Well, I would like everybody to know that we are a family business. It's my wife and I.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not a big chain. We're not a conglomerate. There's not a big corporate. You're dealing with a mom and pop.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to be mother.
Right.
But the type of restaurant, we welcome families. So many people say, "Oh, can you put someone forward because my kids are allowed?" It doesn't matter. We're a family restaurant. We allow everybody to come here.
Mm-hmm.
We understand that everybody has their thing.
We're all a little special.
We all have a little thing. So I would like them to know that we are working really hard to earn their business.
Mm-hmm.
We don't take it for granted, and we really hope that when you come and experience us, you see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And you see, when you try our food, you think, that's fresh, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
And just to let you know that we're putting our hearts and souls to make you happy.
Oh.
So hopefully you can take that with you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Oscar, for being with us today.
Thank you very much for having me.